Hello everybody, welcome to the crew's first ever Top 10 video. Recently, Star Wars Rebels Season 4 started, and I thought, what better time than right now to go ahead and give you my personal Top 10 Star Wars Rebels episodes. Now before we begin, would like to put a huge spoiler alert in front of this video, as I will be giving away plot points for Seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars Rebels. So sit back and enjoy. Now, I know what you're thinking. 2 episodes at number 10? Come on. But the reason I chose these 2 episodes is because they are both the beginning and the end of the Darth Maul finding Obi-Wan story arc. Not only does this episode feature a great lightsaber battle between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan, these episodes also feature the return of the Night Sisters, the introduction of the Darksaber, which will become very important to Sabine later on.
If your Mandalorian friend was here, she could explain it to you.
We also get great insight into Maul's obsession with absolutely destroying Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Where is he?
I want to know how to destroy the Sith.
Full of multiple great lightsaber fights, lots of character development on all sides.
Our futures converge on a planet with 2 suns. We can walk that path together as friends, as brothers.
My friends are trapped in there because of us. I can't just leave them.
You disappoint me, Ezra Bridger.
And a return of Obi-Wan Kenobi as you know him as Old Ben.
Perhaps you are protecting something. No, protecting someone.
These are 2 episodes you do not want to miss.
Tell me, is it the chosen one? He is. He will avenge us.
This episode features Agent Kallus helping the rebels as the Imperial spy, also known as Fulcrum. Not only does Kallus help the rebels escape, he also attempts an assassination on Grand Admiral Thrawn. This episode shows us just exactly why Thrawn is such a threat and why he needs to be feared by the rebels.
There's a rebel spy in our midst, codename Fulcrum, and perhaps today we're going to learn their true identity.
Displaying not only masterful fighting skills, but also brilliant tactics, Thrawn shows us exactly why his appreciation for art is more than just a hobby for him.
The use of this specific color, the angle of the line, this is the work of the rebel Sabine Wren. I believe this helmet belongs to her compatriot, the young Jedi, and our escaped prisoner, Ezra Bridger.
Bridger? If Bridger was the shuttle thief, why didn't Kallus alert us?
Because, Colonel Yularen, Kallus is the rebel spy, Fulcrum. I believe Agent Fulcrum will prove far more useful to the Empire than Kallus ever was.
Taking place primarily in the Jedi Temple found by Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka, Shroud of Darkness is an episode that introduces Yoda to the Rebel series for the first time. and also reveals some of the secrets of the Jedi Temple guards.
Your apprentice will become a servant of evil. What are you talking about? The dark side. It pulls at him. It calls to him. Eventually, he will be consumed by it. Stand aside. The boy must be eliminated before he embraces the darkness. I won't let that happen.
Kanan, Ezra, and Ahsoka all have visions created by the Force. Ezra is visited by Yoda, Kanan by a temple guard, and Ahsoka sees a vision of her former master, Anakin Skywalker.
Ahsoka, why did you leave? Where were you when I needed you?
I made a choice. I couldn't stay.
You were selfish.
No!
Do you know what I've become?
Featuring a pretty awesome fight between Kanan and the Temple Guard, and lots of banter from Yoda, makes Shroud of Darkness my number 8.
Is this the limit of your knowledge?
I learned enough.
I think not.
Season 3 started out strong, showcasing Ezra's new lightsaber, the reintroduction of our favorite bounty hunter, Hondo, and a showcase of how Ezra's been using the Sith holocron and gaining new powers and new knowledge.
What are you doing?
When did Kanan teach you that?
He didn't.
This episode focuses on the conflict that arises between Kanan and Ezra, as Ezra is using the Sith holocron to gain new powers and using the dark side to win his battles.
You might actually learn something.
Ezra, do you have any idea how dangerous this path is?
Everything I've learned has helped me win one battle after another. I'm using it for good.
Acting out of anger offers quick results, but it's a trap.
Not for me!
Also introduced in this episode is Bendu. It's kind of hard to describe Bendu, so I'll let him do the talking for me.
Hello. You heard my call. Good. Your imbalance woke me from a deep slumber.
Imbalance?
Your presence is like a violent storm in this quiet world.
You're a Force wielder. But you're not a Jedi.
Wielder? Jedi and Sith wield the Ashlar and Bogan, the light and the dark. I'm the one in the middle, the Bendu.
And if that wasn't enough to make you love this episode, it also features the introduction of Grand Admiral Thrawn, a fan-favorite character from the expanded universe. Fans, including myself, were eager to see Thrawn's reintroduction, and this show got it perfect.
And I would like to keep it that way. Admiral Constantine.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Grand Admiral?
The Emperor recently promoted me after my victory at Baton.
This late Season 2 episode is the first glimpse we get that Agent Kallus might be more than just another Imperial officer. When Kallus and Zeb get stranded on a moon nearby Geonosis, they have to work together to survive. And as the title of the episode implies, we find out exactly how honorable Callus really is.
I see you modified it for close quarters fighting. Impressive. But you shouldn't have it. It's not a trophy.
I didn't take it as a trophy. The Lasat guardsman I faced, he fought well, died with honor. He gave me the rifle before.
The Busan Kira.
The what?
The Busan Kira. The Sot warrior way. When one is defeated by a superior foe, he gifts his weapon.
I was only doing my duty. It was nothing personal.
Yeah, what the Empire did on the Sun. I'll never forget it.
We all have things we won't forget. I came to, but found I couldn't move. And then I saw him, the Lasat, calmly walk through smoke and fire to finish my unit off, one by one. The injured never had a chance. Always wondered why he let me live.
You can't judge all the Sots as the same.
Does that sentiment apply to Imperials?
The Imperials I know.
There's not much else to say about this episode. We get a great look into the psyche of two pivotal characters, and we get a glimpse of Callus questioning his Imperial ways.
Told you he'd be fine.
Stealth Strike makes this list for several reasons. One, we see an Imperial weapon that's able to pull ships out of hyperspace, which is just an awesome idea. We also see Kanan and Rex's relationship take a turn for the better.
I can slow them down. Let's go!
Stop trying to impress me.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'll see you back at the ship.
And we get to see why the clone troopers are actually superior to the modern day stormtroopers. We also get to see why stormtroopers can't hit anything.
Wow, you really do shoot like a stormtrooper. Guess I don't have too much to worry about.
This helmet. I can't see.
We don't have time for this. I'll pull, you fire.
Just like old times.
Settle down, Captain.
Loaded with references to the Clone Wars, rebel captives, and a secret superweapon, so to speak. This episode definitely feels like it belongs in the Star Wars lore.
Wow. Nice to know you care.
Don't ruin this.
Sir, the weapon is malfunctioning. It's drawing in our cruisers, too.
Choppers rigged their own weapon against them. It's pulling everything in.
Including us.
One thing that can be said for Rebels, they sure know how to end a season. This Season 2 finale was filled with just about everything you could want out of the show. The introduction of Darth Maul, Kanan versus the Inquisitors, Kanan and Ahsoka and Maul versus the Inquisitors, Kanan versus Maul. The list goes on and on. In fact, it's really hard for me not to just show you this entire two-part episode in these clips. But I'm a little constricted for time in that aspect, so I'll try to pick the best of the best.
What fun! What fun!
So, you may be wondering why I didn't rate this higher on the list if it's such a good season finale. Well, while it is really, really awesome, there is one thing about it that's kinda dumb. I think you all know what I mean. Yeah, it's unfortunate that that one decision ruined basically an otherwise perfect episode. But don't worry, there's plenty more to be excited about.
Strike her down to end this. Finish her! I can't! The next time you hesitate like that, it may cost you your life. Or the lives of your friends.
The blinding of Kanan had my jaw on the floor. And of course, we have to talk about Vader. I mean, does he know how to make an entrance or what? It also has probably one of my favorite lines from the series.
I don't fear you.
Then you will die braver than most.
Couple that with the incredible ending to the episode and the fight between Ahsoka and Vader, and you've got yourself a season finale that any fan will want to watch.
Anakin Skywalker was weak. I destroyed him.
Then I will avenge his death.
Revenge is not the Jedi way.
I am no Jedi.
Just be ready to go. Whoa! 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 No! 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 Kanan! It's him! I know! I got you! Ahsoka! Come on, hurry!
Ahsoka. Ahsoka.
Anakin, I won't leave you. Not this time.
Then you will die.
Ahsoka!
Doubled patrols, set up checkpoints, established curfews. I honestly don't know what else to do.
Perhaps that is the problem. You lack imagination, Minister, when it comes to producing results.
Lord Vader, with all due respect.
If there's anything this show does better than season finales, it's season openers. This first episode of season 2 introduced Darth Vader and showed us just how powerful Vader was in his prime. making easy work of Kanan and Ezra, Vader shows how skilled he is and how much even Kanan still has to learn.
Your master has deceived you into believing you can become a Jedi.
If that doesn't kill him, what will? Not us. Run!
The only thing better than seeing Vader's skills with a lightsaber is seeing Vader's skills as a pilot. Finally, Rebels gives us the best star pilot in the galaxy that we have all heard about.
Fighter coming in at Mark 3. He's coming in too fast.
Fleet, raise deflector shields.
We've lost Phoenix 1 and 2. How can one fighter best our entire squadron?
Your pilots are outmatched, Commander.
Outmatched indeed. There's no trick that Vader doesn't know. Seeing Darth Vader in this manner is one reason that Siege of Lothal is my number 3.
There's something familiar. I feel cold.
I think I know who it is. Back on Lothal, I felt something. Kanan did too. The fear, the anger, the hate. It's the Sith Lord we faced.
The apprentice lives.
Ahsoka?
Worker 5473, you were pressed into the Empire's service.
Yes, sir. After losing my farm.
Do you stand by your work?
I do.
This 624 AVA is the last bike you personally inspected and assembled. Please, demonstrate for me how quickly it can achieve full speed.
And by now, you've probably figured out my formula for my favorite episodes. Lightsabers, Thrawn, Kallus. Yep, this one has it all.
No, the demonstration is not yet over.
I can't stop it!
This is the episode in which the rebels learn that Kallus is actually Fulcrum and on their side.
Now, I just have to make this look convincing.
Okay. Ezra! What? That is convincing.
Yeah, but I was gonna do it.
Well, if he's one of us now, you'll get your chance.
As we get higher on the list, it becomes a little more difficult for me to talk about the episodes. I mean, the reason I like one episode is kind of the same reason I like any other. Great lightsaber fights, character development, explosions, you know, the usual stuff. So I like to show you the clips to show you exactly why I like these episodes so much. As we get closer to number 1, you're going to see more clips and less of me talking about it.
Grand Admiral, there is a small band of rebels attacking the East Gate. I've deployed 2 AT-ATs. Should I send backup?
Yes, Lieutenant. Let's play their game.
I guess we can thank Agent Callus. He knew Fulcrum's secret code phrase.
Wait. Callus is Fulcrum? How does that even make sense?
Karavast. I must have recruited him. You know, accidentally.
You mean when you were stuck on that ice moon with him?
Yeah, well, we didn't kill each other, so I guess we're friends now.
Rebels does a great job of keeping a cohesive story throughout every episode. Clever writing, interesting characters, witty dialogue, and intense action scenes makes Rebels not only a great Star Wars show, but just a great show in general. The Force is definitely with Rebels.
Analyzing the Rebels' escape, it's clear to me they had help from one within our Imperial ranks.
The rebels have a mole, and all personnel must be interrogated. This spy must be found.
Patience, Governor. Acting out of emotion will not serve us here. We must wait and watch. And when we find our spy, and we will find them, we shall turn them from an obstacle to an asset. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Callus?
Your strategy is without flaw, Grand Admiral. As always.
And before we reveal our number one, here are my honorable mentions.
From there, your rebel mutiny is over. What took you so long? This rogue astromech has taken me prisoner. You outdated shell of circuits! You are completely useless! No, you are the one who is useless.
I'll be right behind you.
You've been practicing. Nice of you to notice. I watched them kill my master. She fought beside them for years, and they gunned her down in a second. And then came for me. Later, they said they had chips in their heads that made them do it. Said they had no choice.
I didn't betray my Jedi. Wolf, Gregor, and I all removed our control chips. We all have a choice.
You have no idea what you've unleashed here today. There are some things far more frightening than death.
I thought the holocrons were just libraries of information.
They are that, and more. If two such powerful sources of knowledge are united, they will grant a clarity of vision beyond your kind.
What does that mean?
When joined, any secret, wisdom, or destiny can be seen through the Force. One could bring much chaos with such hidden truths. I have seen it before.
Citizens, I present you with the latest vessel from Lothal's Imperial shipyards, the Sinar Systems Advanced TIE Starfighter.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I almost feel bad about blowing it up.
I sense we'll need to make a quick exit.
My real name is Sabine Wren. I was sent in to get you out.
So the rebellion did get my message.
Yes, but I heard there were other pilots who want out too.
There are.
Okay, we need to leave now, before the Empire closes in. Can you get them ready?
I'll talk to them. What's your plan?
I'll tell you when I figure that out.
Are you serious?
Welcome to the rebellion.
Is all this secrecy truly necessary, Grand Admiral?
We still have a traitor in our midst. We need to be highly cautious about what we discuss and where we speak. And what I'm about to say cannot fall into the rebels' hands.
Be honest, you all saw this coming. The Season 3 finale of Star Wars Rebels is some of the finest television I have ever seen. It has absolutely everything that makes a great Star Wars episode. I don't think I can say enough about how incredible this episode is. This is a season finale in the truest sense of the word. This episode culminates everything that has been building for the last 3 seasons, with the exception, of course, of Ahsoka and Vader. Hopefully Season 4 delivers on that for us.
By the light of Lothar's moons. That is your code phrase, isn't it, Agent Callus? Or would you prefer I address you as Fulcrum?
You talk too much.
You have the heart of a rebel.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Featuring amazing space and ground battles, the return of the Imperial weapon that can pull ships out of hyperspace, Thrawn's brilliance, the Bendu, Kanan and Ezra kicking butt. As I said, this episode offers everything you could want. So, sit back and enjoy.
General Dodonna, Commander Sato, Captain Syndulla. At last we meet in this theater of war, however briefly. There is no escape, and your forces are badly outnumbered. This rebellion ends today.
We'll never surrender to you, Thrawn.
You misunderstand, Captain. I'm not accepting surrenders at this time.
Yes, Grand Admiral?
Constantine, keep your interdictor cruiser back until I order otherwise.
Why not just attack now with overwhelming force? I could...
Because I know these rebels. I've studied them. They will no doubt defy convention and attempt something unexpected. We will be prepared for it. As long as you do exactly as I say.
As you wish.
You have brought war to my quiet world, Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight. And I will have no part of it.
Wait, Bendu, hear me out.
No. I am the one in the middle. I take no side.
So you're just gonna let us die? You think the Empire won't kill you too?
I was here long before you, and will be long after. I am the Bendu, the one...
In the middle, so you keep saying.
I will not fight your petty battles.
You'd rather hide, like a coward.
I will not be called a coward by the likes of you, Kanan Jarrus. Perhaps it is the will of the Force that the Jedi and all your kind perish, and I serve the will of the Force!
Let's test their mettle. Commence the attack. They've had enough. Cease fire.
Kanan, do you copy?
I'm getting the feeling Thrawn's actually trying to kill us this time.
Oh, that is only funny because you're still alive.
The plight of your friends amuses you.
I've been in your position before, only to have these rebels pull a victory from certain defeat.
You and I are not the same, Callus, as these rebels are about to learn. And now, Captain Syndulla, I will accept your formal surrender. Or You will watch your friends perish, one by one, beginning with the Jedi. I require an answer, Captain.
You already know my answer.
You fear the storm, Master Jedi?
Yeah, and you should too.
What is that?
Kanan?
I told you my friend was coming.
I bring death. Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
This is your friend?
Might have made him angry.
Yeah, I can relate.
You cannot see. But I can.
What do you see?
I see your defeat, like many arms surrounding you in a cold embrace.
And that was my top 10 Star Wars Rebels episodes. As with any top 10, this was my personal list. Let me know your favorite episode down in the comments. I have an idea to do a top 5 worst Rebels episodes, but I'm honestly having trouble finding 5 episodes I actually don't like. Leave me a comment if you want me to do a top 5 worst Rebels episodes, or I could actually do a top 10 of Clone Wars. Let me know, and thank you all for watching.
Will be